All right, this is part 2. Part 1 was how to remove the indexing pin. Well, part 2 here is we reinstalled the indexing pin. We pressed it in using Knipex pliers. It went in with a pretty good bit of effort, but it seated flush. So I want you to see what the problem was before I removed the indexing pin. So you can see there's a nice tight fit between the indexing pin and the upper receiver notch. All right, this is that Ballistic Advantage barrel and a Smith & Wesson upper. So you at this point you go to install your reaction rod, and this is the results you get. It hits. No amount of wiggling will get it to go in. That's the problem. Now you're going to ask, is it the rod? Is it the upper receiver? Or is it the barrel? Well, let's find out. We're going to start by switching the upper receiver to a brand new Colt. You can see the white T markings. It indicates it's a Colt, and then you can see the cage code. All right, this upper receiver for this Colt is a nice tight fit on this barrel. You really got to push them in. You're not going to get any strips of beer can in this one, or need any green snot. All right, then we're going to tighten the barrel nut down. So you're building this upper and you're ready to tighten your barrel nut. You go in to install your reaction rod, and it hits, it don't go in. So we have eliminated the problem being the upper. All right. Next up, I got a Colt, brand new Colt upper receiver assembly. It's never even been mounted to a lower. Watch this. Goes right in. No problem. You can see it, there it is, and there it is. No problem. All right. So, I got another brand new Colt over here. This is a 14.5-inch Colt factory built upper receiver assembly. In goes the reaction rod, the 2 unique reaction rod, and goes right in. Couldn't be easier. Look at that. So, it's not the rod. The problem is the barrel. That indexing pin on this barrel is off just enough that it will not allow that 2 unique rod to go in, because that 2 unique rod is so precise and it has much thicker teeth than the Midwest Industry rod. So this is a far superior gauge. You see that. And on this setup, where you got this bad barrel, you can see where the teeth on this 2 unique rod is impacting the extension. I can even see the little marks where the teeth are hitting it. So this is what happens. People assemble these guns and then they may or may not have a problem with that. That may not be off enough that it causes the bolt to hit the barrel extension, or it might. But this just shows you what much better quality parts are. This, being a far superior reaction rod, it doesn't come with this from the factory, but I put this 1/4-inch bushing in here. Then I bought this .173 rod, and it's a perfect fit, and it works perfectly for lining the USGI barrel nut. I've actually taken the gas tubes out of this 11.5 and this 14.5 and installed the reaction rod in it, and the alignment rod goes straight through perfect. So the problem is the barrel. This index pin is not at perfect top dead center like the indexing pins are on those two Colts. And that is the difference between Colt and all this aftermarket junk you buy. And again, this might run, but what this does show you is how much more superior this 2Unique rod is. There is no slop at all. Bed block. Bed block has slop. All right, that completes this project.